And it's like he's taken back by the growth. Like whoever this is, whoever these karmic relationships are taken back by your growth. Okay? And by the time that I was going to get up and actually walk over there to the divine counterpart, my friend right here is looking at her like, yeah, and you remember how good she cooks? And she took like, I think it was chips and nachos possibly, but she stuck her hand in and shoved it in his mouth, and my alarm went off. Greetings, let's get abducted. My name is Royall, and I'm happy that you're here seeing me at this time because I have a really extensive message that needs to be delivered to you. It's very vivid, and it's very much for you, okay? This is a pretty tight collective that has gone through many years of a cycle, okay? I have never fell asleep all night and had a certain dream and remember that dream the next morning. Normally I go to sleep and I wake up, and within the hour or two of sleeping I have a dream and I remember it, right? I emailed it to myself. When I woke up, I took the notes and I went ahead and just emailed it because I knew I wasn't going to do this message right away. So if this is finding you, just know that this message is for you, okay? And your decision alone. But if any of this key resonates, please leave a comment down below and let me know. I'd like to see where these messages are coming from, where they're going, who's resonating with them, okay? All right. The dream started off with heavy spiritual warfare, okay? I'm talking about from people you don't even know, entities you're not even aware of, from other individuals that are carrying them, okay? Having to do with jinx, hexing, death, yep, wishing death, yep, okay. Long story short, that was sent to sender for fucking with the chosen one sent through jealousy. In this dream, it was as if you had defended someone, okay? And this is someone that's out, I'm not going to say of your limit, but it was a defense against those who couldn't defend themselves, okay? This could have really possibly happened. I was picking up on someone who is completely different from you, okay, but has a flair. Like I'm kind of seeing Hollywood from the movie Mannequin. He accepted, I can't remember the main dude's name in the movie, but he accepted him. He's like, oh, okay, I see you little freak over there talking to your little mannequin girlfriend and this and that. We all freaks around here, and I mean that in the most respectful way. We like what we like and we do what we do, and only a few can accept it, okay? So this also could have been someone that is in the 𝒔𝒄𝒕, okay? Meet someone around them that fancies you. They have everything your last ex dreamed, but is doing it. So when I say that, in this dream, someone just appeared after the defending of someone. This perfect, I could be talking about Mannequin, even though she wasn't real, her soul was in, you know, if you've ever seen the movie, it's great. But you end up bumping into your divine counterpart after doing a heroic act. Here's the catch. You wrecked their shit somehow. Their car, this divine person has something that you sort of, I don't know, jumbled it up, messed it up. Okay, in the dream, I drove their car, although we were supposed to be going out that night. I drove it without their permission. Confirmation, wrecked the front of it. And they didn't get mad at me. But they were like, oh, well, we can't go now, so we're going to go get it fixed. And I was like, okay. Somehow, I don't know if it's this friend that I defended in the dream or what had happened and how I met this person, how you end up meeting this person. But wow, when I typed this, I was still half sleepy. Okay, this is what happened. Little do you know, when you wrecked their shit, it made them feel even harder for you. It did. And so you end up going to wherever you need to go to get business done, right? And your best friend comes along. Now, for you, this could be the person from the beginning you saved, or this is literally someone who you've seen once as a best friend. Take it for how it resonates. In my dream, it was actually a best friend of mine who has now passed over to the other side. She passed over about a year ago. As me and her are sitting on a bench, I happen to look over and I saw a cherry red Chevy Cobalt. I have a big children's book in my lap somehow, and the divine partner, masculine, feminine, is all standing there like kind of frustrated about the situation. Now, as I'm sitting there, I'm kind of skimming through the book like, okay, it's literally a children's story with the picture of the author on the front of it. And the author looks like he should have been in the Nazis. Okay. But it was my very, very, very first mistaken love of a karmic ex. Okay, so we have like 2 to 3 different. We have a karmic ex. We have like basically a twin flame, and then we have the divine counterpart. Okay, and I got 3 different decks because this is about to get juicy, because there's a message from all 3 of them for you. Okay, but to make the long story short, because I actually made it really long, excuse me, you're gonna get to know me. I go in through the back door and come out the front when I'm talking. The X that's on the front of this book, as I'm skimming through it, I'm noticing it's a boy, or it's a young man, and he's all by himself, and he's either with his dog or his cat. I can't remember now, but he's so sad. Like, he's saying, "I miss you, Mama. I miss you." And what gets me about that is that my daughter's deceased father, when we were living together and before I got pregnant, he would call me Mama from Johnny Bravo. So I feel like he kind of came through in his dream. Could be 2 deceased people that are trying to reach out to you as well. And I do believe I'm going to do a message later about that, say, soul. But as I'm looking at this fucking book, the car that I saw was my karmic ex's car. I hated it, like, with a passion. It was loud. It sucked. All the noise. He's literally walking behind us, and he can hear me talking to my friend right here that was the suckiest car I'd ever been in, while the divine counterpart's minding his own business. He's over there, and it's like my karmic ex swerves around us and sits right next to me. And something about you changing your hair color, because in this dream I had my long hair, but I had like really blonde highlights. Okay, probably about this much was blonde, and the rest was like long dark hair. And he sat next to me like he probably remembered who I was, but I think he was kind of striking back a bit. So like, there is a possibility that you'll either bump into whoever played you first in your life, whoever was like your first actual, like, you rode and died, like you did everything for this person, just to come to find out they literally treated you like trash. Okay, now he's sitting beside me, and I'm kind of being a smart ass back, like, I know who you are. If you don't know who I am, there's a problem. But I think he knew who I was. My friend right here is trying to get to know him better. She's eating something that I cooked up, and it's like he's taken back by the growth. Like, whoever this is, whoever these karmic relationships are taken back by your growth. Okay, and by the time that I was going to get up and actually walk over there to the divine counterpart, my friend right here is looking at her like, yeah, and you remember how good she cooks? And she took like, I think it was chips and nachos possibly, but she stuck her hand in and shoved it in his mouth, and my alarm went off because I wanted to see if he'd say yes. But come to find out, what sucks about exes is that they know how great you treated them. And then when they see you, they're speechless because they know you deserved better to begin with. So I feel like you're about to knock off a lot of your exes. And not only that, as I was trying to email this to myself, there was a point in time after I'd had my child and she was just an infant, I was dematized. And for the whole 9 months I was celibate. And after I had her, I said, fuck this. And I really needed that affection. Okay. So there could be something about this collective with the sexual preferences. Like, not everybody's like that, but it really is something that you enjoy. And that right person is just right for you. But not everybody's the right person. But it feels like someone recently has become the right person, or has that feel that they could be that person. You know what I mean? So yeah, as I was sending this to myself, I saw two in that time frame. They weren't exes. They were just there. And one was a Scorpio and one was a Leo, and the Leo sucked ass. And I heard from him months later apologizing. You know the reason why I let that shit go is because we did an act. Now I'm gonna tell you, this was what he was like. Now he got something stuck in me, and I was scared because it's never happened before. And when I finally calmed down and it happened, I said, okay, and that's about it. And then he messaged me after Christmas. This was like a few months later. He's like, I am so sorry. Like, I really should have treated you better. Too late. Because at the time, he did not care. Like, when I let him know, like, it's not coming out. Like, what can I do about it? I said, well, you're going to pay for my medical expenses, you know. What? You don't care? Fuck you, dude. Like, all right, enough about me. That was the dream. If it resonated, it resonated. If it didn't, that's fine. Because I'm going to get to the nitty gritty of it. So this deck right here, this is the karmic. This is the karmic. This is the one who's a straight up asshole. This was the first mistake. Okay. Blue moon. I'm also hearing blue Christmas. This person could have acted up during Christmas or acted really shallow during Christmas. Like you really wanted something. And then they were like acting like it really wasn't that big of a deal. They didn't really care what you wanted. Okay. There could have been some deception around Christmas with that very first karmic ex. All right. So this is their energy. And this is their energy about you now. If you don't think this person is watching you, they are watching you. Okay, so this is X number A. This is how they were in the past. 2 of Swords. Ain't that funny? Could be an air sign because next was the Lovers. Gemini, Aquarius, Libra energy. Fuck. Bottom of the deck's 10 of Cups. Crazy. Okay, first of all, that speaks volumes. You were the best thing. This fucking XA. What's so crazy is that my ex in the dream, his name started with an A. Actually, it started with a D, but he went by his middle name. It was really weird. Yeah. You were everything. Sugar spice, everything nice. Motherfucking finger licking good. Or, you know, the stars behind that. This is insane. If you don't think your first karmic ex is watching you, they're watching you. Okay? And I can be sure because I needed to know since I had the dream. And I used this deck this morning and I put the card on the bottom of the deck. Was this person coming in faster than a motherfucker? And this doesn't have to be communication per se, like physical. But we do have Mercury retrograde coming up November 9th. I want to say November 9th. So heads up for that. Okay. All right. That's that. We'll come back to that if need be. But this deck is for the twin flame. The person who was in the middle. This is XB. This is the person after that stupid asshole. Okay. Wow. All I can say about that first ex is that they really did not know what to do with you. And I kind of hate saying that because when I would go to school, especially boys, okay, because I'm heterosexual. Especially boys. I grew up with my father. He was my best friend growing up, but like I'd come home upset all the time. And he'd be like, baby, they just don't know what to do with you. And I took that as in like, is it because I'm multiracial? Is it because I'm tall? Like I'm almost 6 foot tall? Is it because I have feelings? Like the fuck do you mean they don't know what to do with me? Like they could fuck with Suzanne. They could fuck with fucking Ashley over here and shit. But not me. And I know I'm fucking cheese and grits. Or sugar and grits, whatever. And a slice of bacon or two. That's besides the point. If you feel me, comment down below. Okay? Dopamine patch is kicking in. It's kicking in. XB. How did they feel about you at the time? Slippery. And how do they feel about you now? Wow. 33 could be significant with XB. How they felt about you at the time was the Queen of Blades or Queen of Swords. Trying to be ahead of you. Like trying to think. Like I'm kind of getting someone who's a know-it-all. But like has to be calculated with how to move next with you. And how they feel about you now is the Three of Swords. Could also be another air sign. Doesn't have to be, but in the bottom of the deck is the Three of Rods or Three of Wands. Now, oddly enough, I see this person moving forward in the Four of Potions or the Four of like Auxiliaries. XB, I think had a lot going on in their life that their mind couldn't carry while being with you. It was like it wasn't for you. I don't really see XB like coming towards you. I more so see them keeping their distance, but like they learned a valuable lesson being in this connection with you. Straight up. That's actually really interesting. That makes me want to do more reading on that because of I feel you are the one that set the line here. Like you put up a barrier with I will allow this, but I will not allow that. Okay, the boundaries were pretty high and this person didn't know how to take the fucking heat, so they had to walk the fuck away. And I feel as though I don't sense this as a sign of regret, but I do sense this in a sign of you were right. You could also be this Queen of Swords. Like you might have magical foresight and you forewarn this person, like if you don't change this, A, B, C, D, all the way to X, Y, Z is going to happen. And this person thought you were so full of shit. And then when you was like, okay, c'est la vie, it fucking happened. And now they're sitting back with that Four of Cups like, fuck. I think they kind of live in regret as to how the fuck they operated with you. They're still in their mind about it. XA was in their mind about it while you were there, and then after you left they were like, boy is fine. Oh, she is so pretty and majestic. Like now this deck is the person coming in. This deck is the person that has it together. That was another key thing I forgot to mention about the dream. The divine counterpart in front of me was everything and showing evidence of it that XB spoke about but wasn't about. You know how people talk about their dreams and then people get sick and tired of hearing about you talk about your dreams? If you're not doing shit about it, how do you know it's gonna come to? If you're not doing anything, even the smallest things every day to achieve that dream, how the fuck is it supposed to come to? If you're not putting effort into it. That's the one thing I forgot to mention, was that this divine counterpart was about it. kind of shooken that maybe you kind of stirred up their world a little bit, wrecked it, and they had to fix it again. But then again, love is very powerful, and it will make you do all kinds of things. All right, so how is this divine counterpart going to feel seeing you? How is this divine counterpart going to feel after meeting you? This person's coming towards you with the Six of Swords on the bottom. This divine counterpart with the Six of Swords, they have been through trials, tribulations. They have seen, and I'm seeing like an age gap, okay, but they're like right behind you. You see that? Like, this is you. You're the wand. You're the inspiration, and they're right behind you. Whatever you've been through, they've either been through it or 10 times worse, and they've overcome it. Six of Pentacles. Shit. 66. Very, very, very similar. Similarities about each other. This person and you are going to mirror each other. How they're going to see you when they first meet you is the Empress. Divine Feminine. Assured. Self-approached. The air of the room. God's gift. Beauty at its highest, like nature's beauty. This person is really going to find you attractive with the Ace of Wands on the bottom. You are definitely going to be a pursue. They want to pursue you. Especially with the passions, especially physically. Okay. Could be the death of them. But, you know, like I said in a dream, like, you could come through and do things like, whoops, break an urn or something, and they'll be like, oh, baby, that's okay. Ooh, you a pain, but I love you. Like, kind of deal. That's fucking crazy. That's crazy how that came out. I know for a fact. And see, this was kind of proof. I've never seen a reading kind of done like this. I have. I forgot her first name, but something Rabbi. She's on TikTok. She'll do like first person, second person, your person, or something like that, and pull a card for each one and go about it. But this was so intense. The feeling of waking up, like I woke up as if I rose up. Grabbing on to the idea of, I haven't seen my first ex in about 10 years now. The reason I left this dude is because his cousin told me that, and I'm not kidding, okay? Find me to be your example. I'm here to share my stories. It's my gift. I'm here to realign you back with some spiritual guidance, to wrap your brain around, not like the logical things, but what is meant for you, okay? And at the time, 10 years ago, I did not really seek a spiritual guidance, okay? This man was selling gardening supplies, okay? I met him at a rinky-dink fucking grocery store. And he was selling it, and he was selling it to a chick who was already seeing someone, who was already dating someone for a long period of time. But she kept calling this man knowing that I was messing with him. He would leave me in his room to go deliver to her because she lived in my neighborhood with her man. Like, it wasn't even her house, it was his house. And I'm looking at him like, I'm not comfortable with that. Here goes a man who's gonna do, and women do it too. I'm not sexist, but this is my situation, so I'm gonna talk about my side of things. And when I see most men that want to deal with me, they want to do things their way. When I'm telling you I'm uncomfortable with it, red flag number fucking 1. Now, I knew from the beginning. I said, she wants to mess with him. Fast forward to 4.5 years later, because he said, you're crazy. He got on to my ass in the beginning. He's like, she told me you were side-eyeing her. You fucking right I was. Because don't you got other suppliers? Okay. Brace face, bitch. Anywho, At least she got her teeth fixed, but that's not only the only thing she had in her fucking mouth by the time I found out. And then I didn't even have to have proof. His cousin was just like, you honestly deserve better. That's all I needed to hear. I called that sorry, skanky, motherfucking cheating asshole and said, bye. I had seen him maybe once, maybe twice after that with my baby daddy, who wasn't my baby daddy at the time. But I did see him. I haven't seen him since then. For him to have popped up in my dream last night towards the end, I'm kind of sitting here like, I don't know. I don't really care. But I'm just kind of like, I don't know if I would even react if this man walked past me today. You know what I mean? Why would you put somebody through that you want to like lock down because you can have control over somebody? Please get the fuck out of my face. Like, everything is about control today. Fuck you, dude. Like, I don't need you. I don't need you. Although you want to come rushing in like you know some shit. Okay, so besides all that, I'm going to finish up this reading. I'm getting feisty. I'm getting choked up. Because y'all, just because you're pretty, just because you have it going on, just because you're loyal, that doesn't mean the other person is. Sometimes I forget. I expect people to treat me how I treat them, especially when I'm not materialist, but when it comes to gift giving, you know that same holiday comes every year. I don't care if you draw a picture. I could care less if you picked some flowers out of my yard. Doesn't even have to be your yard. You knocked on my door and you remembered me. Seven of Pentacles on the bottom. What do I need to end this reading off with for my beautiful baby alien collective here? Seven of Swords. All right. Lot of air signs. So something very significant. The next air sign season is going to be Aquarius in February. The Sun, Leo. Didn't I mention Leo earlier? Last card. King of Cups. And a Six of Cups. Wow. You know, that's intense. What it gives me is that not everybody handles your light, your audience of giving, knowing, and understanding your love language. And everybody's love language is different. Not everybody understands this, but they feel like they have capability for just knowing you. Okay, Six of Cups on the bottom. For just fucking knowing you. Okay, crazy as that. Just like the first stupid ass ex here. Two of Swords is behind that. Don't know how to handle it. Don't know how to reciprocate it. Okay, look at both of the mirrors. Okay, both of them reflecting themselves. Their wounds, their traumas, their efforts of trying to love someone. Probably first love. First love never seems to work out. And if it does, kudos to you. You are going to have your Baps moment. Okay? Like, that's what Halle Berry and that dude was like. They had dated since high school. She went to go follow her dreams, and then she let him go. God let them come back to each other because they were meant to be with each other, but they had to separate in order to figure it out. Ace of Cups. Ace of Swords. It's literally like, excuse me, thank you for that confirmation. Air sign, water sign. Really, really dominant here. That no matter what, there's a cycle that needs to be broken through, and I'm strongly hearing generational curses. I don't really like talking about people that I know, because I know that can ultimately get you in trouble, but I'm just going to say it like this. I once knew a couple for a long period of time in my life, and I saw how they loved each other, and I grew up with that. And then one day I became an adult, and then I realized it wasn't love. It was the fact they kept They kept it together because they had something together. But both were holding on. Both parties met through cheating. However it starts is how it's going to end. It never ever works out, especially if it doesn't start honest. If the both of you are doing deceptive things behind your back and you didn't know about it, it's going to come to the light at the end of the fucking tunnel. If you both knew about it, if you both were with someone and you cheated on them with each other, it's not going to work out. It was never meant to work out. That was a fix. That was a band-aid. It never does. I don't know who told you it does, but it doesn't. Then you want to marry the person. That ain't healthy. 4 of Cups. You got to walk the fuck away from that. Feel that. The Star. 2 of Cups. I can't. I cannot. Why is it? I can't show the Star. The ultimate goal here is to learn from the experience and pour all of that back into what feeds you, what drives you. Can you give that to other sources? I don't know why I'm hearing one more deck. I'm going to do one more deck to finish off and clarify. Actually, I'm going to do 2 and I put them together. Alright, so whatever comes out, comes out. Think of the person who's on your mind. And let's see what comes out. We have surrendering. We have surrendering. With Saturn and the number 31. Someone could be the age of 31. Could be the 31st. When I'm recording this, Halloween is the 31st. So Halloween could be significant. Or the number 4. Okay, but someone walking away from the other person. Physical connection. Someone could have been physical with this. Okay. 2 more cards, please, and thank you. Transgression. Aquarius energy. The number 21, 21st, or the number 3. This heightened all the senses within the both of you. Oh, there's 2 cats. One, oh, it looks like the Sailor Moon cats. Luna, and the other one starts with an A, the white cat, but I can't remember his name. If you remember, comment that down below. Oh, anywho, they're curled up. It's giving me, whoever this is on your mind, y'all have lived many lifetimes, but it's unfortunate because every lifetime up until this point, the lesson hasn't been learned. And now it's time to just embody it. Red boots. The color red is significant. I know the color red. This is a spirit week for schools when it comes to drugs. Dare. D. I remember the song. I won't do drugs. A. Won't have an attitude. R. I will respect myself. E. I will educate me. Oh, that was my shit back in the day. Now, but seriously, somebody's respecting themselves now, making a better choice, doing what's best for them in order to become whole with himself again. Protection. With Scorpio, which I said earlier, the number 15, the 15th, or the number 6, yet again, in a pool of a lake. Kind of like purification, cleansing, coming back into sense with self. There's a rooster in it. Honest communication is coming through. Okay, so someone is going to be taking a leap of faith and actually transitioning how they truly feel and speaking it without any regret. Expect a heart-to-heart conversation. I like how all these cards were from this deck, and then we get the bottom of the deck with this card. Perfect match. Material attachment, freedom, harmony, and reaching out coming through. We have T's and love language of quality time coming through also. Very beautiful reading. Thank you so much for giving me the space and the opposition to speak, not only to you, but to release all that pissed up shit that I've been holding in for quite some time. It was really nice to just conversate with you. So please do let me know if you enjoyed it, okay? And please subscribe to the tribe. I'm always going to bring a vibe. Like, comment, share, and hit that notification bell. Because I'm uploading frequently, baby. Like, I got so many messages to give. So much love. So much advice. I have personal paid readings. If you would love to order one, please check out my Linktree. Okay, but I'm going to leave the details down in the description. Okay, in the bio. Wherever you're seeing this at, you know how it goes, because I'm probably not your first or last tarot reader that's going to come through. Okay, but do connect with who you feel most connected to. Now, I love you, and I want you to continue to keep walking in your truest, highest authenticity. You hear me? Far out.